corruption and abuse of power. They knew that the government derives all of its power from us, states. If we deny the government our support, they lose their power. We as a community and as a country hold the power to stop the implementation of Common Core. This power is best expressed by our Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. This is still true. This document represents the core values that unite us as a nation. This is the power we as Americans hold. That needs to be remembered when approaching all political issues, including the Common Core. It was a federal takeover of education, which the federal government has no place in according to the 10th Amendment of our Constitution. These two documents tie us together as Americans, but we as a people have become fearful of standing against authority, yet we were founded by rebellion. Do not be intimidated by your government. Do not be intimidated by anyone, especially when they're wrong. People all over America are fighting Common Core, and here are some of what I think are the most important reasons why. There is no empirical data to prove Common Core is a valid measure of student achievement. No information was presented to the validation committee to show how Common Core stacked up against standards of other high-achieving countries. The Fordham Institute admits several states had higher standards in Common Core and many had standards at least as good. The most highly regarded ELA specialist in the country, Sandra Stotsky, and the only mathematician on the validation committee both refused to sign a statement validating the quality of the standards. A few days ago, I was sitting at my dining room table dreading working on this speech, not because I don't want to fight for what I believe in or because my views have changed, but because I realized at the age of 16, this isn't my responsibility. I should have faith in my representatives to protect me and my peers and trust them to provide us with the best education they can. You and others before you have failed to do so by implementing the Common Core State Standards Initiative, and it is time everyone takes responsibility and fixes it. Please remember this. The two documents I mentioned, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, are the two documents that outline the rules the government has to follow and the guidelines they have to remain within when acting on our behalf. They have violated their boundaries several times to implement Common Core. What makes you think they'll stop there? It is time to take our power back from the government and do what is best for the next generation. I would like to have a similar quote to Cheryl Hill's by Albert Einstein. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but those who watch them without doing anything. Please do something. Thank you.